On today's episode, we are going none other than to the Outer Rim, another one of Oga's Cantina's classic cocktails. This one I have made before, and it went terribly. So this right here is my redemption episode. I'm gonna show you just how bad it was last time around. I honestly don't even want to talk about it, but you should see it. And this time I'm gonna make it the right way. All right, so last time that I made this cocktail, I was a wee lad. I was chunkier, I was less funny, wasn't as cool, whole lot of things wrong with me. And I didn't know what to do for the exotic fruit puree. And so what I did was I literally took Daly's passion fruit puree and Daly's mango puree, and I just shook them together and called it exotic fruit puree. I'm feeling a lot better about myself these days, so here's what I did for you guys. I grabbed this yuzu super juice. Now this is hard enough to find on its own. It's on Amazon for around, I think, $12. Not a bad deal. Fresh yuzu, on the other hand, is nowhere to be found in Vegas, which is shocking. So if someone lives in Vegas, let me know where to find it because I don't know. I would love to have fresh yuzu without paying, upwards of $30 to $40 for one. I mean, that's simply not worth it. This is gonna work just fine. It's gonna last me months, so you're gonna see this in a lot more recipes. So we grab that, and then we're gonna slice up a fresh passion fruit this time. Now this I can find in Vegas, not too bad. And then we'll just need some pure cane sugar, and we're gonna have our exotic fruit puree. So I am literally just making enough puree for this single cocktail. So we're just gonna throw in a little dash of cane sugar. We don't want it overly sweet. Part of the trick for this cocktail is having the exotic fruit puree float on top, which is hard to do if there's a ton of sugar in it. Now we'll crack open our yuzu super juice. Ooh, that is potent, but it smells like a more sour lemon. Oh, that is concentrated. Woo! I'm glad I tried that. We are doing just half an ounce of the super juice, the yuzu super juice. Then we'll get our fresh passion fruit. Looking yummers. Spoon that right in. And let's blend this up for our puree. We've got our exotic fruit puree all blended. I did throw in a little bit of thickening powder just to kind of make sure it'd stick on top. So let's set that aside. Let's start blending this cocktail, shaking it up, making it work. We're gonna start with 1.5 ounces of a silver tequila of your choice. Next up, that pomegranate liqueur, which apparently Disney loves because this has been in 3 cocktails now. And we're gonna do 1 ounce of that. Next up, we're doing 1/2 ounce of lime juice. And finally, about 1/2 bar spoon worth of pure cane sugar. Because for some reason, Disney really doesn't want to use simple syrup. I think pure cane sugar might sound better, but realistically, you could just make a pure cane sugar simple syrup and you're gonna get all the same results, but hey, nonetheless, here we are. Let's shake it. We're not done with the extras yet. This cocktail is not really much of a joke. So, you're gonna need some black salt. Again, you don't have to do this, but it's what Disney does, it's what I'm doing. Now we're gonna take our used lime, and we just wanna rim about half of this with the juice, and then follow that up with the salt. There we have it, our black salt rim. And oddly enough, Disney does love to put ice cubes in their martini glasses. No hate, just a interesting choice. Now we pour, leave just a little bit of room for your exotic fruit puree. And let's get that exotic fruit puree right on top. Oh, that looks gorgeous. That looks just like, here's what I was missing, guys. The thickening powder made this thing perfect. That's crazy. And let's just be extra sure of how this tastes. That's really good, wow. That's crazy. I can't believe all I was missing, well, I mean, I made it this time with the yuzu and the passion fruit that was fresh, but it just looks so much better than it did. It looks like it should, which, let's pull up a picture of what I did before. And I mean, it's like night and day, so. Cheers to the much better, much more accurate, and hopefully much better tasting. It's all right. It's really just a pomegranate tequila martini, which just, it's nothing special. I thought maybe this exotic fruit puree would change things. And if I do drink it from the side with the salt, the puree, I mean, it's better, but it's still not, wow, this is, you know, an amazing drink at Oga's Cantina. When I made this like 2 or 3 years ago, I had the same sort of feeling. It just was not a quality drink. And it's not like Disney is using a much higher quality tequila. I think they use Casamigos. It's a lot sweeter than the, you know, bottom shelf Sauza. I'm more disappointed that Disney has such a bland and basic recipe. The exotic fruit puree doesn't really make sense. If it was shaken in, cool. But this is a drink for looks. It's got the black salt. It's got the fruit puree just hanging out on top. This looks like exactly what they have at Disney. Tastes similar. Theirs is better, but this is still just not a good drink. If you are a true Oga's Cantina and Star Wars fan, go for it. I'd probably double up on the simple syrup if I did like a pure cane sugar simple syrup. It's just such a boring flavor. I think I would rather shake it with the puree, which defeats the whole purpose here, but I think that's the only way to fix it is by shaking it with the puree. Whatever you do, if you do try it at home, let me know what you would do to change it. That's what I would do. Disney, let me change it, honestly. And I'll make a much better drink. And I'll continue remaking these Disney drinks. Hopefully they're all much better than the Outer Rim.